Inhale. All right, let's continue this theme of jolt. So let's start with this again. All right, so I think I told you last time that I was gonna give myself a homework assignment. If I may have told you, I may have just filed it away in my own brain. But anyway, Numata Sensei, as you saw last night, when we do yokomen, he's really, really adamant about this left hand being on this line. And so when we did this strike, I was thinking that it made sense for this hand to be kind of over here. And I think that's what I drilled you on. And then before last night's class, I said, hey, Numata Sensei, you know, this strike, is it here? Is it here? Like, you know, following that logic that you did with Kesagiri, shouldn't it be here? You said, no, it's here. And when he showed me, he did it here. But then when he does it without stopping to think, it's more like about the middle of the chest. That's what I was seeing most consistently when he was moving. So, so actually, it's not. I should review the video again. It's there on YouTube, but it's probably not quite exactly straight with this center line that he's got drawn on the floor. Okay, so I just wanted to correct that because I was telling you to do it over here. So technically, he's saying it should be here on this side of the chest, but then when we started working with it, it was more like the middle of the chest. So a very, very, very slight angle here, rather than yokoman, or sorry, kesagiri, which this line is exactly straight with his center line that he's got drawn on the floor. Okay, so as we go along, you can keep that in mind. And so let's just do the first 3 or the first 6. Let's shoot for the first 6. And I'm going to put us on gallery view. Okay. And with small quarters, it's really hard to do some of the things that he's asking us to do. For example, this backward strike, I'm awfully close to the wall here. So, but, so check first, and then if you can, get to a distance where you won't have any worry, but that might be impossible. So I see the bookshelves and all this stuff, so do what you can. All right, anyway, neutral position, 90-degree angle. And if you look at him, by the way, he never mentions it, but the shoulders are dropped. He's got a lot of space between his shoulders and ears. And he doesn't usually talk about dropping the shoulders, but he sets an excellent example of it. Another thing, I had some students putting the jo out here to make a square between the balls of your feet. He's telling us to put it right next to the ball of our foot, of this forward foot, the left foot. So we'll do it that way. Hi. So, one more thing. I started translating when he says sutto, sutto haite, sutto mawatte. He says turn, swoosh, lift it, swish, and cut, swish. So onomatopoeias are very, very popular in Japanese culture. And for a while, I wasn't translating it. But, you know, I realized that people are listening to this sound on, and why isn't she translating? So anyway, when you hear him say su, 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 it's sort of like swoosh, and it has the feeling of smoothly, smooth, easy movement. So that's a really good lesson. He says it 1,000,000 times in every one of his classes. So it's a good lesson in itself. So here we go. Sutto. Sit. Throat. 1. Back. And forward. Yes. Let it drop. Keep the knees bent. Yeah. Ski. Yes. Good. This comes over. And this is an interesting point too. Usually he's looking at his camera here. I'm usually looking at my camera this way. This way is natural for me, but he's looking at the camera this way. So I think our arms need to be like this rather than this. Yeah. He's pretty consistent about that. Yokomen. Yeah. Yokomen. Okay, let's stop for a second. Then, can't remember if I've already explained it to you, but it's good for review if I have. Anyway, so one of the things that I don't usually get enough time to translate, he gets excited in his classes. But anyway, one of the things that I don't have time oftentimes to translate is this movement spinning around. We capitalize on a strike from our attacker, and we let that strike start this spin. And our wrists, because he's saying this stuff in Japanese, but it's really fast, and I don't want to talk over him because I don't want to miss what he's saying. So, and the wrists, as he says, you know, they curl this way so that there's some shock absorption to them. So you've got your shock absorption, your shock absorbers are ready, and then this strike happens. And we don't block it and stop it, but rather we capitalize on it and let it turn itself into yokomanuchi, or kesagiri. Then other side here, and imagine something hitting it. And yes, good. Okay, let's take it that far again. Straight. Yeah, good. Here. Yes. Okay, then your first strike, your first kesagiri, this left hand went beautifully, exactly to where it's supposed to be. Your next one, it was either the camera angle or your hand was slightly off, more like in front of your belly button rather than on this line here. Yeah. That's a little bit of the camera angle at fault. That's the culprit as well. So yeah, and you don't have to adjust that. I just have to realize that. Yeah, good. The first one, though, is very clear that it went exactly to the right spot, and that's not easy. Okay, then this time, let's continue after those both kesagiri. 2、3、4、5、6、7、yes、8、9、10、Good. Then sakate. Good. Let's do it again that much. Eight, 3、4、5、6、7、8、9、10、11、12、13、14. Yes, looks very nice. Very nice. This bottom hand is looking nice too. It's consistently, yeah, on the side that it needs to be on. Okay, then, let's see. Then he did, wait a minute, how did he transition? Kisa? I guess he just flipped this hand over here. Anyway, it was a sliding, this bottom hand slides into this knee strike. And then he switched. And for us experienced people, I could even see that he did it a couple of times, that when we do this, almost every kata, maybe every kata, whenever you let this flip, a tsuki is coming. So it's really tempting. And he almost did tsuki a couple times, and he went, acha. Chigao in Japanese means, oh, no, wrong. So we let it switch, and then another knee strike with this bottom hand sliding. So that takes it up to 16. So we did 14 last time, now 16. Anyway, let's do 13, 14. So sakate, or kesa, and then sakate. And then, oh yeah, that was the transition. So from here, then he lets go with the bottom hand. And then we're tempted, the experienced people are tempted to do tsuki, but instead, the knee strike, sliding knee strike. Yes. And then we let it flip again, sliding knee strike. Okay, let's do it from the beginning, all 16 this time. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, yes, 14, 15, 16. Nice. Yeah. One more, then we're going to transition, change to a different theme. 7、8、9、10、11、12、13、14、15、16. Nice. Nice. Gets more and more natural every time. Huh? All right. And let's transition. Hi. Okay. All right. So different theme here. And, you know, let's see if you've got a cushion or a pillow or something, that'll be helpful. Perfect. Okay. So, you know, especially for us more senior Aikido people, but maybe for you too, this missing component of having somebody run into us, you know, have this sort of collision when somebody's grabbing our wrist or whatever. This is really what we're jonesing for, you know. So anyway, an interesting way of practice is we can start throwing this up and catching it, throw it up and catch it, all different vectors. So just start tossing it a little bit. And it looks like a pretty thin cushion, but it's got some weight to it, right? Okay, you can feel something good. Okay, so just toss it for a little bit, kind of feel how it feels. And then you can toss it and let it sort of, you can let it sort of take a U right in towards your belly. You can catch it when it's up-ish. So let me explain a little bit better. Here, here, right, here. So another way to explain it too, by the way, is I can throw it and catch it with my arms here, catch it at this level. Or I can catch it at this level and bring it in. So you could try both. Actually, an even better way is to try catching it up here and leave it there. Yeah. Then throw it again, catch it up there, leave it there. Then compare that with catching, throw it there and catch it down at waist level. Just boom. Okay. Couple more. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. But then what you can do, so you've got the kind of these two, you've got A and B. A catching it here. Catching it here at A and just stopping it. B catching it here and stopping it. But we can try C where we sort of delay the fall. Yeah, so we'll catch it here, bring it into our center. And we can think about a U more and more. So toss it, catch it, and bring it into our center. Catch it, bring it in. All right. Then set it aside for a moment. And we've got, let's just take left hanmi. And the hand comes out. And we don't have to think about the pillow for now. We'll bring that idea back later. But left foot forward, left hand out. And if we imagine iriminage, or what we do with the ABC with the sword is a C pattern. So somebody grabs our wrist and we do tenkang and then kiriage, don't we? Or kiriage and sinking back as well. We've done that. And let me show it to you with the towel so I'm sure that it's clear. So normally we take the step forward, but with what I was showing it without that first step. So here, Tenkong, and then Kiriage, and here. Or the other side. Tenkong, Kiriage, and we throw. Yeah, good. Okay, so a couple more without the towel for prop. So here. Yes, beautiful. Yeah. Yes, very nice. Okay. So now let's use the pillow, and we can toss the pillow up, and then we've got that weight of the fall can feel like our partner sinking their center into our center. So it comes down. You can let go of it or not, but the idea is catch it, feel it hit your center, and turn all at the same moment. So again, here. Yes. And normally when I teach iriminage with the towel, an important part is this ending. Where is the towel going this way? On this one, I'm not really thinking so much about the end. I'm thinking actually about the beginning. This is to study the beginning, that moment of contact, moment of collision between you and your partner, where you let them ricochet off of you. So it comes down, we let it ricochet. Yes. And then the other side. Yes, nice. Okay, and just continue a little bit on your own, at your own pace. Yes. Good. Yes. This time as you turned, your eyes stayed up better. Yeah, which means that, of course, your chest was in a better position. You had better alignment, better posture. Keep the eyes up. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Nice posture. Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes. Good. Continue. Very nice. Very nice. Couple more. Mm-hmm. Yes. Okay. Then let's try Shihonage. Again, when you catch it, really see if you can translate this weight of the cushion right into your center. Okay. So let's try Shihonage. And you can do it either omote or ura. Oops, that's iriminage. But you know, so go ahead when you're ready. I'm going to do it also. Really feel it land. And I'm going to try B, Shihonage B pattern. It's so different with the pillow, isn't it? Uh-huh. Nice. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Okay. Probably pretty comfortable with that already. Then let's consider kotegaishi. So again, comes down. I'm going to start right off without that first step. I'm going to start off right off with tenkan. Probably easier to work with the pillow with that. So here. Uh-huh. Go when you're ready. Yes. Yes. Uh-huh. Yes. There it is. Yeah. Uh-huh. You're gonna watch your other side. Good. Yes, exactly. Mm-hmm. Very nice. Mm-hmm. Okay, then another thing that this pillow is helpful for, another reason that we're doing this, when we're in the dojo or when we're training together, I see with iriminage, for example, with katate dori iriminage, I see people stand here, the partner comes, grabs their wrist, and then Nage tries to turn it, and if they really listen to my advice, then they actually do this, and it's all good. But once you get better and better and better, then there's, how to explain, we become more and more proactive. So it looks like Uke is deciding things, Uke is attacking, but we sort of solicit the attack or elicit an attack. So as my partner's coming to attack me, I can drop myself into them. If I push into them, that's a whole different thing, but I can drop and turn all at the same time. Yes. And usually what happens is that I'll do it from this angle. They come, I want to destabilize them upon contact, right? And so if I'm thinking that way, then oftentimes what happens is this. I collapse here a little bit. But instead, if you really sink down on this turn, then you'll see your partner come to grab and kind of their body twists like that. So the pillow maybe is helpful for this idea of immediate action upon contact. So you can do it sometimes without, you can do it a few times without the pillow also. When you're comfortable, go back to the pillow. But when you go back to the pillow, think about as soon as you touch it, as soon as there's contact, to sink into that turn. And it's already looking good. We want to have humming. And as soon as it touches our hand, we drop and turn. And we keep the eyes this way. Otherwise, if the eyes drop, then again, this starts to happen. Okay, so we want to lead with our belly button as we drop and turn. Yeah, nice. Uh-huh. Not bad, not bad. It looked like maybe this hollowed out a little bit. So, yeah, and keep the eyes, don't look at the pillow. Keep the eyes here. As you catch it and as you turn, oh, nice. Nice. Your whole torso was completely different that time. Yes. Excellent, excellent. Uh-huh. Yes. Okay. Then, you don't need to get your shoto, but I'll show you something. What if you had a blade like this that you could bend your knee, bend your front knee, and I'll do it this way. Bend your front knee, and this comes in. So if this blade is getting pushed forward but stays at the same level, it cuts straight up this obstacle, okay? So if we think about that with our partner's wrist, or now I'll do the other side. So cutting up into something so that it's starts off as an upward cut, but starts to go diagonally because this is turning. That's all. So when we have a wrist grab, we think of that and turn. This. I don't know if this translates back into the pillow thing, but again, from side view, here, here, okay, or this side. It's a little forced, it's a little contrived, the parallel, but I think it's still helpful. It's Zoom, it's all contrived, it's all forced, but it is beneficial, isn't it? All of this stuff. Yeah, nice. Nice, nice. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. Maybe the eyes are starting to go down again. I'm not sure if it's the camera angle or your eyes. Just a heads up. Yeah, better. Yes. Yeah. Okay, then let's put the pillow aside and we're going to imagine. We're going to imagine our partner coming at us. And we're going to imagine that we're training with a partner whose ukemi is really good. So it doesn't happen all the time, but some partners, especially the tall person, and especially if they're starting to get tired, they don't bend their knees so much sometimes. So they come up and they grab their wrist like this, right? And then, you know, that kind of calls for a different reaction on their part sometimes. But anyway, a good uke, even if this person's smaller, this person's taller, they'll bend their knees to try to kind of line up this, and that person's center. So for now, we're going to pretend that we're training with a partner like that. Okay? So in other words, the force is going to be this way. They're going to run into your wrist this way. They're not going to run into your wrist this way. The pillow was running into it this way. So this is a little different. But imagine like when you're pushing a car, that's the kind of ukemi that your partner is going to come at you with. So they're coming at you that way, but we can imagine that moment of contact that we had with the pillow. Now we're just translating it from vertical to horizontal. So they're coming into you and, okay? And it's the same as the moment that was going this way. Now it's the same moment though. Bah! Ricochet. And don't let the eyes drop. Keep the eyes up. So let's see, let's start off with, yeah, let's start off with, well, you can imagine it either shihonage or iriminage actually. So we're just getting rid of this step that we were doing in the park, the 1 and tenkan. Instead, we're going directly into tenkan. So here. And then if you want, you can finish it off or not. But anyway, let's not take that first step. Let's just go directly into tenkan. So imagine the force coming here. You sink into it. Let this wrist sink into your partner. Here, it's going to sink into your partner just like the moment that you touch the pillow on its way down. Uh-huh, uh-huh. Uh-huh. And what we want to be careful of, most, maybe everybody, up to a certain level, they end up kind of jamming their shoulder and trying to push against their partner's palm. Partner's coming in to grab with the palm. And then when we have a strong partner, we end up doing this. But instead, we want to just sink this into it, just like when we received the pillow. Okay? So let it hit your center. Yeah. And now, after that moment of contact, we want to let the hand spiral too. And we're not going to take it all the way out here. We're also not going to take it all the way up to our stomach, but we're going to let it pass right by us. Just like when we have the jo, and the jo goes right against our belly or very close to us. Actually, the jo is against us. So we want to, there it goes, so that it spirals out to thumbs down. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Good. And if you would, please start a couple facing away from the camera so I can see how you're ending as well. And the eyes at eye level. Oh, wow, nice. Yeah, this is what I wanted to see. Great. Uh-huh. Yeah, cool. Yes. Uh-huh. So this kiriage that Numata Sensei is working with us on. He, if you remember last night too, this it turns, and then if you see him do it without a sword, his hand is like this. So, and then the other side too. Bat. So that's here. Another exercise. What would it be? Tenkon Ho, I guess, where we actually do end up with the palm up. But this particular one, we're imagining iri minage, so the hand is coming down, so that we can then, yeah. Anyway, yes. Okay, let's start to warm down. Let's get the Jo again, and Kokyu Ho, first standing. And again, this is the hand blade. Imagine that it runs up against the surface and ends up sort of ricocheting upward. Yes. Okay, and then let's sit. Head stretching upward. Closer to the camera. There we go. Head stretches upward, shoulders stay down and level. Okay, let's set it down. Right. The center and out. Again. This way. Expand. Okay, let's bow out. Shoulder knee. Right. はい。ありがとうございました。All right. Thank you.